But shit, it was 99 cents. I get copping it, washing it, about to go and get some compliments, passing up on those moccasins. Someone else has been walking in by me.
Guys, welcome back. The world's falling down. Hold on. Sorry, I had to see that. All that technical. That was behind the scenes stuff. Just like the tour that Sharky got today. What are we looking at? We're going to look at berry banana, Elka, granola, smoothie, sour. An ale with natural flavors. 5.6%. And I don't know, it looks like a dog and a toaster had sex. And this is from Collective Arts. And I forgot to roll it. Banana. So, Lily's party was last night. I wonder how that went. First of all, she had two special guests that were flying from Minnesota to come visit her that both piked on her. And probably your... Sorry, I was doing a little... we had a little photo shoot for the big book. Well, it looks like a smoothie. I smell banana. Cheers. Wow, a lot more carbonation than a lot of the smoothies. As a matter of fact, it's still kind of bubbling on its own. It's all happy to see Trump. Fuck you and your feelings. That's right. Just gotta do this. Yeah, it actually it doesn't have a lot of that smoothie-ish, or should I say what Mr. 27 would say, that smoothie yum yum. It's like kind of like what me and Lily were talking about the other day. It's some smoothies you just think to yourself, this has alcohol in it, and then some of them you're like, this is a beer that's calling itself the smoothie, and that's what this is. Yeah, this would have been a lot better if it was really, really strong like the other ones. Okay, so there was a shit ton of misses in the last video. Mr. 27 intro brew bummy nice. Mr. 27 60th. Mr. 27 intro babe boobies. Mr. 27 brew babe boobies. Mr. 27 and beer brews. Mr. 27 the Russian Rasputin brew was a bit bitter too. Yes, it was. Very. Mr. Mark Mac 85. Ed had good taste. Excellent brew babe. Now, first, Ben N again. Isn't that like the trifecta? Peanuts are one of the ingredients of dynamite. Ben N with the second comment saying, boom. That's right, baby. Gunwild, second bitches. Wow, Gunwild, this may be a first for you. Well, yeah, no, he's right. Ben had the second comment, but Gunwild was the second show up, so I'm going with that. I don't care what anyone says. Sub-comment from Harmarsh. Hey, Gunwild. Gunwild says, hey, Harold, I'm back home now. Steve, Mule Team, Stout. Out stouting. Poco Loco, I just want to dance. It's Joe Satriani's I Just Want to Rock. Harmarsh, hey there. Oh, Matt's here tonight. A day early. I usually try to see if Matt will do Saturday with me, not Sunday. I just, if I see, he usually isn't available until his son goes home, and by the time that happens, it's usually two to more hours later than I wanna wait to do this. So I usually try for Saturday. Cobra, is it Sunday? Well, while I'm reading this, it is. Hi, Marsh. Damn, my condolences to Ross family and all those who knew him. Prayers sent to his family. Poco, every time Eric reaches for the trackball, Matt talks for 10 minutes.
Hi, Booger.
Security's arrived.
Found out what all the laughter was for. She was looking at those pictures.
Of course she was.
I thought she was having a seizure. What are you drinking?
Banana. It's berry banana, Aki, and granola smoothie sour.
Is that just like a gay thing, or?
Well, you know, the more I drink, the more I think about putting stuff in my butt.
Let's see, what have you there? More butt stuff?
I mean, nothing says ass play like having a second one.
Nice Miami fag colors.
And whatever that is. Looks like a toaster and a dog had sex together. Not quite sure.
That's something Joey's truck stop videos.
Harmarsh. Staying with my niece and my great-nephew this weekend, especially after having my treatments on Thursday. I took my nephew's dog for a walk. Bad idea. I was very fatigued when I got back and sat on the sofa and was fast asleep in no time with the dog next to me. That would have been a good pick.
Yeah.
Cobra, send John the wooden hammer with a note to fix, laugh out loud. Also, in the note, vid or it didn't happen. I bet it would be a great vid. Harmarsh says, I bet it would be a great video, Cobra. It'd probably be John dropping it into a chipper shredder, is the guess that. I know, he just loves that mallet.
Where is it?
Right behind the water heater.
Oh, okay.
There's two of them. There's one that was made for me, and then one that was made for John. And then Matt took the one for John home, and I think he sanded it a little, and then applied. I don't know if he applied polyurethane or what he did, but there's no amount of lipstick you can possibly put on this to get John to want to take it.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very sore subject for John, that mallet. There's been death threats, like if I was to mail it to him. He won it, you know, it didn't fit in the box originally. That's the only reason that it's still here.
So you're denying him what's rightfully his?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's criminal activity.
Harmarsh says H4.
I thought you were done with that game.
There you go.
Every time it ends, it starts again.
Drink some of that, Christine.
Oh, no.
H4 is
you don't
a
have
miss.
to work tomorrow.
Boy, I know, but no.
I know, but no.
Hey, want to try some banana smoothie?
Huh?
Banana smoothie?
No.
That sounds like sex talk.
Hey, want to try my banana
Smoothie. I just polished it.
Over on the buffer.
Yeah.
Little mother's polish.
It is mother's.
You don't want to whip it out in direct sunlight. It's hard to look at.
Is it? Because it's lean?
Yeah.
Just lean.
The glare.
Oh, man, that...
Doesn't that look good?
The only reason you like me is that I don't drink all your shit. You have some left over when I leave.
Yeah. That and you act at the start of the video like you'll act at the end of the video versus saying that.
There's a transitional period, isn't there? Yeah.
And he says it every single time, but you know what? Oops.
And I ain't lying. And this time I'm not lying. I like that.
All the rest of the time he is, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Miles is okay. It's what they don't see. That's the difference with Miles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Miles takes an excursion, does he?
Yeah, it takes a little bit longer to soak into his system.
He's a big boy.
And by the time it's all hitting, he's over on the couch. At least, I mean, he tries though. He's consuming water and all sorts of things.
Oh, he does.
Harmarsh, Eric, I never knew you had a Jackass / Miami Classic shoulder holster. Well, this one was sent to me on the one that David was just looking at. The thing about this is what I don't. Now does yours doesn't do it either.
What?
What bothered me about wearing this is that whenever I move around, it would fall all the way forward, where that one has the tie down.
Yeah,
strap.
I've got it tied on here on my mags, but here no. But I've always the ones I used to carry back in the day, I always had it tied on this side.
I think you could. It's probably why.
Yeah, that's why there's a hole, and I've got. I think there's a pin here. I think.
Except for.
I like that. I think that's nice.
I mean, it looks okay,
Yeah.
and I have worn it. I've also used that one too. That one looks significantly bigger, but they both work for a 1911. These always look like. Oh, yeah, that's right. So it'd be like that, and then this would go over my other arm, and then you can go down and wrap it around your belt.
You said going down.
Yeah, you'd wrap it around your belt, and,
Yeah.
but unless you're black, then you can't. This is a useless accessory because there's no fucking
Your belt's down here. Yeah.
BLM. But belt loops matter.
That's correct. Nothing else does.
Let's see how well this one works. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's well.
See.
So you cleaned house.
Yeah, because I was trying to find a box. And
Box.
ask me how that went.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, no,
'cause
we don't.
If somebody watches this, they'll be
We don't want to talk about that box I never found.
calling you bad names and shit.
I have no idea what I did with it. All I can think of is it was in another box, and either it got thrown away down here, or it was upstairs and it got thrown away. I mean, the only thing that was in the box was...
So you're going dumpster diving?
It'd be long gone.
Oh.
Yeah. I am, what's the term? SOL.
That too.
I mean, how much can a fucking tray for a SIM card be? I mean, it's like... There's more that's the problem. How badly do you need it?
Welcome to your fuckings.
Harmarsh, Matt wants to be Tom from Weapons Ed. Matt, just be the best you can be. I don't even remember what he was talking about that he'd want that. Zippy, Springfield has a 15-round mag for him now. Ooh. So the Hellcat has a 15-round mag for it now.
Yeah, you just stick it on your belt buckle and just shoot from the hip. That'd be cute.
I'm actually kind of digging the Hellcat.
Are you?
Yeah,
I just never liked it.
I go back and forth with. Did you actually verify that you have one?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking bad when he's like, I'm gonna have to go home and even like bust through all the boxes and see if we even have. I think I remember having a conversation about getting a Hellcat.
Yeah, we got one. From your supplier.
Well, if I can stay that route, that'd be the only way to go moving forward. Make sure your money gets spent with a good guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't buy from anyone else.
So, what you have is literally a gun that is the exact same size as my most, well, up until a couple of years ago, the gun with the most hours of carry, because it was home and work, and then I started branching out, but my Walther PPS. If you lay this on top, if you lay the PPS on top of this, you can't see this gun, and vice versa.
Really?
The difference is the mag for the Walther. I have a 6-round mag and a 7-round mag, so you're talking about 7 or 8 shots on you, and that's it.
Yeah.
And this guy is either 12 or 14.
14. Yeah. Bunky's got. I think she has 2 of those. I don't know. It's not my business.
Of course, you know, my dilemma was before I ever showed it to Christine and made sure that she ended up with one in her collection, I had talked about wondering what it would be like to actually carry an optics gun.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I don't know if I like it.
It wouldn't be a work gun because the way you have to crawl around. You'd knock that fucker off and shatter it.
Hell, you've seen my work gun.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what can you imagine what an optics would even look like if it was on top?
I don't want
to
to sound like an asshole, but I don't have any guns bad enough to be referred to as work guns. But then again, in my defense, I don't work, so who gives a fuck? Yeah.
But that's
a work gun.
That's just it. I would carry that to work.
This?
Yeah, yours. Well, it's not mine, so why do I give a shit?
I'm thinking, there's something not right with you, son.
Now, as full disclosure, I have carried Ed's 1911 on my side at work. Now, I knew these were days that my plan for the day was to do as little as possible, and I knew I wasn't.
I hear you do that most every day.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. These were exceptional days, though. You know, if I'm wearing Ed's gun on my side at work, I'm guaranteeing you I'm not going to be in a pit. I'm not going to be laying on my side.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be in.
Oh, that is good, yeah.
Because I wasn't kidding. There was a day that I had to crawl under a deck, crawl through an access hole, and reattach a 4-inch sewer line that went to the toilet.
Oh my!
So the puddle that I was laying in.
That's total shit.
The puddle that I was laying in, that was on this side, was piss. So when I got home, I burned my clothes. And I used a brake cleaner to clean the carry gun.
And you get hazardous duty pay for that?
Well, yeah, of course. You know. Yeah, when you work for yourself, I gave myself a little something extra that day.
Yeah, I'm the company that cares.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to think what was actually on my side that day. It might have been the Glock RTF, which is...
I wouldn't know because I don't...
You're a big Glock fan.
I don't do Tupperware. I just don't. And listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm an American, see? So I buy American-made products. Made in America by American workers.
Well, you know, I know you have your preferences.
Yeah. I shoot adult guns.
You know, have you ever shot adult guns?
And the fuse is lit.
Party on, Garth.
Look at there. Now you're bringing out some real hardware.
American made.
Yeah. Oh no.
Back when I trusted them a lot more than I do right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're all going to that. That's pretty.
Except for this one carries a little bit more weight over that guy.
I don't have any guns with a bottom rail because I don't like them. They're cumbersome. They can hang up.
Well, I like it because it looks like a RoboCop gun.
Well, of course it looks like, yeah. Because I want to impress that fucker right before I smoke him.
It's like...
Here's the last thing you're going to see, fucker.
I want the guy to go, dude, that looks like the RoboCop gun. Good guess. Blam.
There's so much shit broken about you. I just love it. Hey, did I mention it's going to be my birthday?
Again?
I get 4 a year. My bunkie, who when I really want something really bad, I'm nice to. Really nice to.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm really nice to her. I show her pictures of things that I should have.
Like leave them everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere she goes.
That was just the safe saying, somebody open my door.
These are nice pieces.
You know, I'm glad this is a bittersweet scenario here. But first of all, I'm actually proud of the wear because I carried this religiously for years, and the only thing that really makes me upset about this gun is that Kimber bragged that they were gonna have a 365-day production run, and then they were gonna pull the name Raptor forever.
Yeah.
Well, you know how that worked out. And about a year ago, did a full breakdown and did a Wilson Combat rebuild kit in it.
Nice.
Definitely need
No,
to get
Wilson doesn't even own Wilson anymore.
Really?
Yeah. They're part of that offshore group.
This thing just has a...
One of these days, that screen is going to go. Tune in next week, folks, when I replace my screen.
Well, whenever I shoot, I should just make sure to always aim at the camera.
So I'll kind of set Punky up for that 10mm that you have. I've been stroking her pretty nice. I almost took out the trash just the other day.
Oh my God!
I know.
You really do want that?
I do.
I'd get it for you to fondle it, but
No.
It's never spent any time in that room.
Oh, okay. No, leave it right where it is.
It's somewhere else. Right?
It's somewhere else.
See, that's the worst thing. There's what looks like a decent collection in the safe, but then there's really the ones that are everywhere else.
Hey, let's talk about Craig for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
That giddy little fucker. I'm still bothered when he made that statement, and I wrote about it in one of my books, in counseling people who carry. He made that. You were sitting there when he made the statement. I don't carry my best gun. I keep it at home in a safe because if I have to shoot somebody, the cops will take it. What the fuck is wrong with him?
First of all, that isn't 100% given that you won't get the gun back.
Well, that's true. There's a good chance you'll get it back. If it's a righteous shoot, yeah. But
my life is more important to me than whatever I have invested in any gun that I have.
Yeah. What do you value your life at? I want the most dependable, functional firearm I could possibly afford. And I've got what I consider to be the best that I can afford. Didn't cut any corners, that's for sure. But that's the gun I want to put into play because I can trust it. Anything else, anything less than that, you're playing a fool's game. So we've got to straighten him out.
I disagree with that whole hypothesis.
Yeah, that's a big word. But you only had a beer and a half, so you pulled it off. Good. Hypotheses.
Yeah, if I have a few more beers, I can start switching it up and using more big words. But I don't know. You probably can't tell by looking at this on video, but you can tell by looking at it in person. Probably the gun.
She's got some wear.
Probably the gun that has the most hours on it, other than the one that I carry at work. And I would say if you went back 2 years, I have almost a year of carrying this at work.
Yeah.
So laying on my side, not in fecal matter, but Now you're talking about a gun that started off life as an $1,100 pistol, and then J Elite Ammunition did about $1,500 worth of work to it. Then that includes one of these barrels is like $500.
Really?
I almost shit when I looked up the price of these barrels. I'm like, let me get this straight. I could go buy a whole plastic gun, a whole Tupperware gun, as you say, for the same amount of money as one of these barrels. And of course, it's all ready to go to put a hush device on there.
Very nice.
I got the,
I'm still looking for my replacement sights for that fucking Beaumont. That Beaumont sight. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Just light me up.
But it's like I was trying to tell Craig. It's like, hey, wait a second. Yeah, I won't be happy if the cops took this and I never saw it again.
Oh no!
But if I'm mad that the cops kept it, you know why that is?
And I survived?
Because I'm alive.
Yeah.
And the other guy's not.
Yeah, he's terribly unalive.
And of course,
yeah, look at that.
they get the little happy rounds.
Ooh. Hugs and kisses.
Yeah, the only thing, I talked to Jay about this. He actually came up with a new trigger, and he said that if I sent this back to him, he'd put the new trigger in it. But I'd have to be without it. I need to. I'm actually thinking about even doing it myself, but I'd rather have Jay do it. He put the extended mag release in here.
Yeah, knock that down.
But I
That
push
hangs
the
up.
release
Yeah.
when I find that I'm at work and I end up laying on my side.
That's from your roll. I have a roll problem.
I find this. It's never fallen out of the gun, but I've gone to pull the gun out, and of course the first thing I always do is give it the little pinky, little pinky test. This extended mag release is just a little bit too extended.
Where does he live?
In the corrupt land of Iowa.
Oh.
Or not, yeah.
Iowa?
He's like Chicago, Illinois. Sorry, Illinois.
Illinois.
He's an Illinois.
I was going to say, I wouldn't trust me either. I'd just make a road trip.
I've been to his place. I mean, I think to get to Jay's, it'd be like a 6.5 or 7 hour drive. Stop and pick up Christopher and run down and hang out with him for the day. I could make it. Could you're talking about a doable thing. Leave early on a Saturday morning, stay overnight, and come back Sunday night. I could bring down a box of Boy Scout stuff. I could have him fine tune this baby once again. Yeah, Jay.
So we're gonna go visit him and put him to work.
Yeah,
hey, we're here to visit. Could you fix this?
Hey, well,
Could you tune this?
Well, it's just like Sharky across the big pond.
Yeah.
That some bitch ain't shooting this shit for free. He's cooking while he's here. Everybody's like, "You're such a prick. You're gonna have."
The man's got mad skills.
Oh,
Yeah, and he doesn't have any ammo.
hell,
You pay
let's-
to. You want to play? You got to pay.
Let's check in with what I've received from Sharky today. Oh, look, I got his cooking from.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
When it comes to music,
Yeah.
Katy Perry has great tits.
Those are bolt-ons.
Yeah, so he was I got his whole preparing and cooking. He has been kinder lately.
Yes.
He knows, because we have a 7-hour difference in time,
Mm-hmm.
so he has a rough idea of every day when I'm either going to get lunch or I'm eating lunch.
And
So he
send you a teaser.
well, he actually moved the pictures to that time or later, not earlier.
After you've eaten and going, and I just had a burger.
I just had toast, and look what you have. Harmarsh skunked out of the outro, babe. Oh, really? Well, I'll find out what she was, and I'll put her back. JP reporting in for the Shark ZF6 channel. Matt, did I miss a day?
Oh, Matt.
Matt has so much love.
Did I miss it?
Wade, if anyone wants to give any firearms away, just call me. I'll gladly accommodate.
will travel.
Oh, this is in reference to the, you know, if you found out that they're doing gun confiscations, what do you do?
Yeah, store them. Remove them from location. Relocate.
You know, that'd not be a bad idea. If you thought that day was coming,
Have a relocation service.
have
Just swing
a
by, pick it up.
have a.
Frank's truck. Fucking A.
Well, what if we, you know, I got access to a digger. What if we, you know, what if we buried a safe in the ground?
In anticipation thereof.
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is they ain't fucking getting anything.
No.
I mean,
No.
I think the stupidest people that I've heard are the ones that actually talk about how they would.
Oh, that's what you do, because you always discuss your plans before war.
It's like, hey, Ted down the block said he'd be happy to turn all his in.
Go visit Ted. We love Ted.
Mr. 27, Lady Tatas. Okay, I'll watch. Mr. 27 is 22nd. Mr. 27, he drinks beer like a Canadian drinks whiskey. Oh, I heard a good one today. We were watching a movie. It was a good movie. It was so good I can't remember the name or who was in it or a goddamn thing about it other than the fact that oh no, it was Russell Crowe, State of Play. It was a really cool suspense, like an espionage movie.
Oh.
And Russell Crowe referred to whiskey as Irish wine. Smile Money, top 25. Well, I'm watching on Sunday, so mad it is. Smile Money, so skunky old fart beer would rate a 10 if it tasted like the name. Jeff's Homestead. With your weather bouncing from 84 degrees to 28 degrees, I would think you need to work on the lake effect. I like your Hellcat. One thing that you like is those 13-round mags are around $30 compared to a SIG 12-round mag at $50 plus. The Mind Talent beer sounds great, thanks. As part of full disclosure, I've got some really big concerns about that Mind Talent beer yesterday. Both me and Matt got sick, and the only thing we had in common was that beer. I mean, we're talking about don't leave the bathroom kind of sick. You know, it's like I feel now, and all of a sudden it was like, whoa, Eric, you have 3, 2.
And time.
Ever shit on your stairs? Pre-dawn. I, for some reason, giggle when Matt refers to the grip on a pistol as a handle. No reason.
No
just
reason.
giggle.
Just get the handle, you say. Huh.
Well, I think we may finally have him not referring to a magazine as a clip.
Yeah, he's a nice boy. He's a little slow, but he's nice. He's nice.
I mean, I've tried to explain to him that there is actually clips.
Yes.
Like, for instance, my Mosin Nagant. I have clips for that.
Mm-hmm.
You can get clips for an AR.
Yes, you can.
And you can just shove them right down into your mag. You know, but at least...
You can't put a clip in a clip?
In Matt's defense, at least he understands and tries to remember the next time. A friend of several of us, Alex, Alec357, he's like, it's a clip. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That's what I call it. And if you don't like it, call it whatever the fuck you want. I mean, he was just obstinate, so he was gonna go with clip no matter what. If God popped in and went, Alex, this is a clip.
Hey.
This is a stripper clip.
Hey.
And
you got to justify your lack of knowledge somehow.
Alex, this
And when you say I don't give a fuck, that cancels all of your inability to
to
act intelligent.
But
I
I really love you. But
no, I really love your butt. That's different.
Rich Huff says, "Cheers all." Cheers, Rich. Smile Money. Well, your temperature tool has a battery that lasts forever. Well, that's true. If the well, Smile Money, if Christine's red dot had that battery on there, we probably could get a good 3+ years out of it. Let's see where this thing shows. Oh yeah, battery is still 100%. I think I've had this thing for 4 years.
I'm running a temp. I'm hot.
93.7. Let's get.
Nothing normal about you.
You're 83.1.
I'm dead, man. Yeah, battery's great. It's just inaccurate as fuck.
This is 161.7.
Yeah. Keep your cock out of it.
I always like to check their tits. I always found that the left one is always a little bit more. 87.2. Ooh. I suppose she must be getting some hot sun on her. She's got 86 on the righty this time. But what we really want to know. It's so hard to see that. Oh yeah. Recruiter's at 84.5.
I was married to a gal like that. She was dead.
Sharky, been doing some gardening today. Cut the hedge and now I'm bushed, pun intended. And having a beer. Sharky, TFB TV guy is James. That's right. The New Orleans lawyer and a gun guy. Oh, I didn't know he was a lawyer.
Huh.
He's definitely good with sarcasm. Jeff's Homestead again. I agree with you. If they're coming for my guns, they better bring body bags for a few of them, and that's how they will be taking them out. I have several friends with 80% lowers, thinking we'll be able to keep those hidden. When they come for any, it's time to use them, not hide them. Problem is I've seen a lot of people talk a big talk, but ding dong, well here they are. Wait a second, I got another mag for that one. I remembered it's out in my car.
Well, there's a lot more of them at your door than there is of you.
Yeah.
So that is a factor, yeah.
Not to mention, like Smile Money, be happy to point out, if they look at your social media, they look at your social media and they see, oh, this guy said that if you're at my door, you better bring plenty of body bags.
Yeah.
They'll just cap me in the morning when I'm taking the trash out or something.
Fresh out of the body bags. Come on, get in.
No, I'm thinking if it starts anywhere, I will take preemptive strikes and I will literally have nothing you will find other than a few that will always be here.
For decoration, yeah. Because they expect to find something. I sold all mine at the flea market. Got a fair price.
Probably better than the government will give you.
They won't give you anything. A receipt.
Here's your receipt.
Here's your receipt.
Smile Money. Are those Hellcat stimulus check purchases? No.
No, but they stimulated you.
Yes. And I can say, yes, they are. Which ones? That's best right there. Sarcasm. What Hellcats? I don't know what you're talking about.
And what's this plural shit with the S's? There's no S in Hellcat.
Sharky, rest in peace, Ross. Condolences for Fran and the family. But still better that he went on his own without having to put extra burden on her having to turn off the machines. This is true. Smile Money, you would sew in an expander piece of leather on the back of the belt for that cowboy holster rig. Hell, you could back it with a corset with leather cords in the back. Blocked.
Yeah.
Sharky, happy birthday, Matt. Could have had him over here for his birthday, but nope.
What do you think he is?
Today?
Yeah.
12. What would he be today? 30, 33?
Huh.
30 something. Sharky says I-9. I-9 is a miss. You like how this is going so far?
I don't understand. You know, when I was an adult, I had to work for a living, you see. And I didn't really have time for any of this shit.
You never had this as a kid? See,
I had a wooden fucking spoon. That was my toy.
See, I only have one. The game comes with two of these. So here's how it would work. I would say...
no, don't teach me.
I would say to you, D as in David.
Yeah.
I would say D7. And you would look and you'd go, oh, D7's a miss, so I do this. So if I said A3 and you said that's a hit, then I would do this. And then, you have to figure out... Yeah, it's kind of confusing, isn't it?
You ever think about reading a book? I know, that's what a strange concept.
Hey, would you like some meat in your mouth?
Oh, my. Oh, you've got a different flavor. So I want to ask your people what they thought. Eric did some photography work today for Christine and I for the back cover of our book. I think he got some great shots. But I'm of the thought that we want to superimpose, because you used the blue screen, right? Or is that a green?
Green screen?
It's green. Okay, whatever the fuck it is. I'm thinking that we want to superimpose Donald Trump standing behind us with a hand on each of our shoulders, giving us his blessing. Because liberals won't read my shit anyway.
I was gonna say it is a political risk, but if you feel that the stupid people won't read it anyway, then
no.
Who cares?
And I don't care about those people at how they die. I hope they suffer. It fucked up our whole country. Oh, that's you shake beer.
Well, this stuff's got a little smooch on the bottom.
Oh, you're trying to bring it up. What's the alcohol content? I even put my reading glasses on. I can't read that shit.
5.3, 5.6. It's really light.
And regular beer is...
What's regular? The shit I drink or the stuff you used to drink?
No, man beer. Adult.
Well, next door,
like
that's Captain 3-2, but 4.5 is what like a 4 1/4, 4.5.
But 3.2 is not a. That's not a good unit of measure.
No, because that's someone cheap ass like Mike that just goes to Quick Trip, because he can't legally buy anything but 3.2 in a gas station in Minnesota.
Right. Well, here, when I lived in Utah, 3.2 is the only beer that they could sell in Utah, and you had to buy it at a state-run liquor store. A lot of rules, a lot of alcohol rules. Well, some scientist said, wait a minute, 3.2 beer ferments once it's bottled. What does that say?
Roadkill.
You go right ahead. So what they did is they tested, and all they sell in the state is 3.2 beer. They tested it, and it was 3.8 to 4.4. So, what do you think they did? They destroyed every fucking can and bottle of beer in the entire state.
Wow, that was a...
Yeah.
So who took the loss on that? The state?
No, because the state said, we need you to replace this because you sold it under false pretense. But the best one that Utah, I loved Utah. Jim Beam decanters, right? One year it was one of these fraternal groups. I don't know. A big international fraternal group was having their convention in Salt Lake City. So they make those special decanters. And here comes the train with like 6 box cars of nothing but decanters full of Jim Beam. And they get stopped just inside the state line. Only alcohol controlled by the state. So they got out, like the old days of the bootleggers, they got out the sledgehammers and they broke every fucking decanter bottle. It's a one-time shot with those decanters, right? They destroy the molds. Gone. So, needless to say, their convention traffic reduced greatly. I didn't do well. A nice Irish Catholic drunk does well in Salt Lake City. Not really did well at all. Go figure.
You know, before the squirrel got attacked by the bigger squirrel, got attacked by the octopus that ate the third squirrel, I was going to ask you something, and it was alcohol related. Now I can't remember what it was. It was going to be something like, what was either the most or what was the average you used to drink when you're doing this pro level?
Oh yeah, I was a competitive drinking. We had a bar called Deb's. It was actually, the guy's name was Devil. It was underneath a big viaduct bypass area, just tucked in there. He wouldn't give up the property. But our drinking was so severe that there were the whole length of the back bar, not the back bar, but the back part of the bar, was all lockers. And in every locker was a blanket, a pillow, an alarm clock. Because we might have to go to work once we sober up. What is that?
Fucking keys of the Honda. I hate finding them in my pocket.
Why?
Because believe it or not, you can press and hold 2 buttons on here, and it'll open the sunroof and roll all 4 windows down.
Oh, not user friendly.
And it happens more by accident than by design.
Yep.
And so whenever, like, you know how many times I don't know, like 3 days into, I haven't driven this thing. Like, I drove it on Saturday, and now on Tuesday,
Who left the windows down?
I'm like going, oh shit. So here I am, I'm getting in bed. I'm literally putting my pajamas on, and I find this key. Now I have to go downstairs.
Check, make sure.
Usually disarm the alarm system, go outside, and then of course it's always on the other side of the street. You
Sure.
can't tell if the window's up or the windows are down. So now I gotta double check that stupid thing. And there's no sequence of pressing 2 buttons and rolling the window up, which also pisses me off because at least like right now, you're supposed to press and hold the lock and the unlock together.
So you're doing that right now?
No,
Oh, you're just showing.
and I was like, okay, so and this wasn't given up, but in anything that came with the car either. I actually found this is like a hack online.
Huh.
Like, because I remember the first time I was like, what the hell? Why is the sunroof open and all the windows down? Christine, did you go outside? No.
Don't blame me. You got the keys,
Son of a bitch.
asshole.
Stupid feature.
So to answer your question, I drank a lot. I never went to work drunk. Went to work a little hungover 2 times, but never did I have alcohol in my system. I went to court to testify drunk. I think that's pretty good. Because they don't, swear to tell the truth. They don't say, do you swear to be sober? They don't ask you that.
Here's the thing, though. If you drank enough pro level the night before, you might have actually still been drunk.
Yeah, but in a nice way. And I usually work afternoons and graves. I hate working days. Oh, fuck. All you're doing is taking cold burglary calls. There's no action. It's just bullshit. Cold call reports just we want you to get this guy. I don't even care about you, let alone the bad guy. Shut up. You're in my way. There's a donut with my name on it. Now I liked working graveyards because that's where you had the most action and you could hide the most shit. Well, yeah. And this was before cell phone cameras. So you'd take some nice enterprising young man that was stealing something from somebody, and you take him for a ride to a back alley and have a conversation, come to a point of reason, and you deliver him back, and he could find his own way to the hospital. Fuck him. Those were the days. Those were wonderful times.
Yeah, all this technology is.
Yeah, it's ruined. And you know what? back then, bad guys feared the cops. They didn't respect us. We didn't expect them to. And you have to be a fool to think anyone's ever going to. So that's a 10 millimeter.
I don't even know why I keep saving it.
And now you're going to save it some more. I don't know why I keep saving this. I'll put it over here where it's safe.
You gotta put it in a box somewhere.
You are too much.
Ninja, damn it, missed it. I was hanging out with some friends of mine, Jim Bean, Coopers, Bush Mills, and Tullamore. What a night. Smile my sub-comment says, they are not big talkers. Sharky, my first phone back in 96 or 97 was the Sony or CMDC 1000, and that was a lithium-ion battery. Sorry, used them in their Walkman and camcorders. Where Sony used them in the... Yeah, I was going to say, lithium's been around a while. EMT Rail fan, damn, another family member gone. Say hello to Ed and all the others up there for us.
Excuse me.
Need some ammo?
I think I'm good.
Oh, there is some.
Oh, yeah.
The proper. Well, actually, that's not a defensive round.
Yeah,
That is...
But you know what? You get hit with a 10 millimeter, you don't need a hollow point.
I think that's because the last time that was out, it was actually for fun. The problem is I always feel bad because almost the only thing that Mike loads for me are the XTP in almost every caliber. Mm-hmm. So you're out at the range shooting steel going, well, this would have been a nice defensive round. Yeah. Well, that would have been a nice defensive round. Clyde, whiskey and revolution for all. Tell David to have a shot.
Now, how do these guys get to be live?
They're not. I made that last part up.
You fuck. Because I don't get noticed for 12 to 18 hours after your show's over. I'm always the last one to click.
I guess you got to go do it manually if you're not getting notified.
Manually?
Yeah, just.
That's what I have a woman for.
Hey, want to do Dutch rudder?
I just blew a hole in the side of the shower wall.
This is actually Paul John. I poured myself some of this yesterday, and then got to the point where I didn't even want to leave the bathroom, let alone never had dinner last night. And this morning, Christine's like, feeling any better? And I go, well, I just came from the bathroom, if that answers the question. And she goes, well, she'll be making breakfast in a little bit. And I said, well, I think what I'm actually feeling right now is the
popcorn. I think I'll eat popcorn.
Well, the last thing I had was some beef jerky and some sausage somewhere around 11 o'clock, and then me and...
Was that cryovac from
another
nation?
No, that was actually from Superior Meats.
Oh.
And I've had some of that today, and I haven't had to go visit the bathroom again.
Were you talking that they have like mac and cheese bratwursts? Was that you that was saying that?
I haven't seen that over there. Like they actually put macaroni?
Yeah. Mac and cheese. I wouldn't eat that fucking shit. That's a big treat to kids today. Back then, that was our staple. That and creamettes with fucking peas. Oh.
Shit up. Remember my mom making shit on a shingle.
Oh, fuck that.
I just had actually we went out. Christine had a correct to help her dad with some paperwork, and of course, Christine just laughed. She goes, "He never treated my ex-husband like he treats you." I walk through the door, and he calls me a lot. He's like, "Who was that?" "Nobody." "That was my dad, wasn't it?" "Yeah." "Well, he didn't ask to talk to me." "Nope."
Doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you all that much.
Yeah, you ain't that big a deal, hon.
Of course, I sit down at the table. He doesn't even say anything to me. Turns around, sets a glass down, and he goes, "Do you want Crown or Classic 12?" I go, "Classic 12." And he's like, you just tell me when to stop. And I said, I'm carrying a gun and I'm driving your daughter. She won't drive my truck. And he goes, oh, okay, thanks for the heads up. Gloop, 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 gloop. Hey, Roger, could you at least save some room for the 7-Up?
Oh, that's fun.
Well, I think I told you the very first time I ever met him in person, this is exactly what he brought outside to the table.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, he goes, let me explain. If you, what's your intentions with my daughter? And if you ever hurt her, one of the two of these will be coming for you.
Huh. That's a man of reason.
Yeah. Yeah, so I poured this last night and put cellophane over it because I didn't feel well enough to come downstairs and dump it back into the bottle. I just... Christine got done with her show and she was chatting with John, and I just basically walked through, went upstairs and got in bed, and then ran and used the bathroom, then got back in bed, and then ran and used the bathroom. You want some?
Anything? Oh, thank you. And you think it was from some beer?
Matt had a minor reaction, just like I did, and we had no food in common. The only thing me and Matt had in common was that beer yesterday.
I think you ought to write him a note.
I mean, shit, it didn't taste bad. I mean, I think I gave it a 9. So, you were always a beer guy? I mean, did you ever drink anything else?
No. The few times I drank tequila, I wanted to cut people. So I did. Hard liquor made me dangerous.
Snaky?
I didn't like it at all. Didn't do what. I was a good beer guy. I was still dangerous, but I was nicely dangerous. No, hard stuff took me place. It's like smoking dope. Oh, I want to hurt people.
Just makes me sleep. I never understood it. It's like, let me get this straight. Of course, these guys. If you're Matt,
yeah,
and you hear me complain about paying $59 for like the guy that I bought was one of my drivers, and he's like, this is good, this is really good, and this is sticky as fuck. And I'm like, well, I don't know, sticky as fuck sounds good. I'll buy that. and it was something like $35 for must have been an ounce. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking pot in these bags. It was $35 and like $40 and $59. And not saying how I know this, but say a year ago or so, I may or may not have been looking for an adequate amount to do a little gummy bear action for somebody, and that same amount started at like $350 and went up. And I'm just like, you people are nuts. I mean, to this moment in time, this is my most wild experience smoking dope.
Yeah.
I can sleep on my own. Why do I have to spend $350 to do it?
Yeah, I take a sleeping pill if I need that.
Yeah, I'm not. I've never been a drug person.
Well, I can't trust myself because I want to have full control of my. I can be drunk on my ass and still be. When it comes time to do the business, I can do the business. But you have to be careful. And I'm not going to incapacitate myself where I become somebody's bitch, somebody's victim. So, and I'm still, Jesus Christ, I'll be 73 in just a couple of days. Hope I get my 10 millimeter.
What day is that?
The good day. It'll be the best day of the year.
I just have to look at your fucking profile
best
on
day
Facebook.
Of the year day. So, yeah, I hope she does that for me because I deserve it.
Yeah, I personally, I've never understood the drug thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think cocaine smells great.
I test drove that a few times. It's just, so I had better.
Yeah, understanding.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to know what to look for. If someone was on it.
Oh fuck! Some of this shit. Statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Because I left the state, there's no statute of limitations. You see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, yeah. What is it? Moving right along.
I'll just say I had a friend that had made some pretty good money.
I knew a guy that knew a guy.
And I've never had to buy anything. I'd never had to buy anything like that. But he's like, yeah, I left you a little something. I remember one time. I don't know why this was. I had to. There was a weird circumstance. I had somebody's car in the Twin Cities, and I had to pick up a car up here, and I couldn't even start this until I closed my Domino's Pizza at 2:00 in the morning. So at 2:01 in the morning, I got in someone else's car, drove it up to Duluth, left that car, picked up the car that I had purchased, and maybe that's what it was. I was borrowing someone's car. I returned it to Duluth, and I bought a car up here and brought it back, and I had to work the morning shift, which was at a Domino's Pizza. I think the store opened at 10:30.
Okay.
So between 2 a.m., I had to come up here, grab a car, and get back home, grab as much sleep as I possibly could, and then open the Domino's Pizza. And a certain person whose name I won't mention, but she may or may not be related to me, told me that she was afraid that I would fall asleep. So she said, I have a little something for you, and she told me to call her. This was
driver helper.
She told me to call when I got back to the cities to make sure that I was alive. She goes, I don't give a shit what time it is. The phone's going to ring and I'm going to answer it, and I just want to make sure you got back safely. So the conversation sounded something like this. Ring. Hello? Yeah, I just want to let you know I got home. Everything was okay. I mean, I personally don't think that shit you gave me did anything for me. It was like fucking nothing at all. I feel completely the same way I did right now. Probably going to grab a little sleep if I can, and I'll talk to you later. She just started giggling. She goes, okay, love you. Glad you made it.
Love you, mean it. Yeah. Don't call me again.
Wow! If you could have recorded that conversation. Wired! Yeah, if memory serves, I never even went to sleep.
You used to be able to buy that shit in Canada.
Really?
Without a prescription. Oh, yeah. When I was working on the meat wagon, we would run 72-hour shifts. We were 24 on, 24 off. Every other weekend, 72 hours. Some weekends, we didn't get a lick of sleep. And a lot of us worked overtime doing road trips and shit. So we'd go up to Canada and buy those 220. Same as speed. Same fucking deal. But they were really restrictive because you would only buy 500 per pharmacy per day. We'd come back with cases. We'd sell them for $2.50 a piece. I think we paid 3.5 cents.
What, White Cross?
Yeah. But they were stamped 222s. Yeah.
Oh, one of my drivers down in Buffalo, Minnesota, I don't know if he just like some kind of a magic genie brought him bottles and bottles and bottles of that, but I remember having a night where I was just like, I'm not going to make it. And he comes in and he goes, here, eat this. What did I just ingest?
Hey, what do you guys want to do now? Let's go do something.
Yeah, I was no longer, 30 minutes later, I was no longer tired.
Let's go play baseball.
Yeah. Hey.
At 2 a.m.
Do I look pretty to you?
Can we go wax my car? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Can we go wax my car?
Hey, did the dry cleaners ever find your car? Sharky SH. Good job, Matt, catching the lack of score. And we got robbed of the outro, babe. Sons of bitches. Clyde. Matt's Rain Man abilities may figure the puzzle out. Clyde. Have you ever seen where a libtard wrote a book saying the Second Amendment is about anti-blackness, not fighting tyranny?
Huh?
No.
Huh.
Clyde says F8. F8 is a miss.
You know what?
You gonna smoke or leave?
What was that? I'm gonna smoke as I leave.
I'll say I've got like 6, 8, 20,000 comments to go.
No.
Don't forget your case.
I won't forget my case. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go give Bunky some lovins and pet the dogs and have a nap before dinner.
It's tough to be you. Are you working tomorrow?
Yeah, you know, your wife, I love Christine. Not a lot.
You know, from this camera angle, that doesn't look good.
Oh. Zipping my jacket, you weak fucks. So, no. I'm going over Christine's part of the book, and she speaks Canadianese when she writes. I've never seen that before. Whoa.
Canadianese.
Canadianese. So, yeah, I've got to do some work on that tonight and tomorrow. It'll be all done. It's going off tomorrow night. It's going off, big boy.
Christine's like, well, now that it's done, you can read my part if you want. I kind of just want to wait till it's in the book.
I think I would too. Because I'm going to change some more shit.
I'll wait for David to fix your shit.
No, see, you know what? She comes right from the gut, I'll tell you that. She doesn't, like, butter anything. She brings it. That's what I respect about her.
Well, good. Be interesting to see if it leads to number 2.
On her end, I hope I'm long dead. I don't want any part of that. Yeah, I hope Yeah. I'm going fishing.
I think you got one more in you.
No. Listen. Hey. I've got all these pet worms I've been promising for months to take fishing. Okay? They want to go... Oh, I'll go your one and I'll match. Here, let's kick it up to 2. Pin it up on the wall. There.
Well, if that's the case, I gotta at least match that.
And now there's 5s and 10s and 20s. Just hang it up here somewhere, you know? Tape it up there.
Okay. There has to be a thing though. I'll say within the year.
Within a year, you think I'll write another book?
Yeah. You could get $2 out of this deal.
If I don't.
If you don't.
Yeah. Bunky would prefer I don't.
But your fans would prefer that you did.
My fans. My fans. Yeah. Huh. Ceiling fans.
Actually, make this right. Let's say 5:30.
You don't own any Sharpies? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, I do, but it's the massive one.
Oh, the big... Oh, yeah. You want just put the tip in, just like you told those girls so many years ago.
Okay, so it has to happen by 5:30:22.
And if not, I get my $2 plus yours.
Yes. Oh, right by the black talons too.
Ooh.
10mm black talons.
Ooh, touch me. There you go. Give me some loves.
Okay.
You're just not right.
I know.
At all. Ooh. So long, everyone.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Make
Hey,
it up
hey,
to
who's that?
Hmm?
Where'd that Crabio fucking guy go that was always making comments?
Smile money?
No. Oh, some old fuck.
Smile money? Oh, talking about Chuck.
Chuck, yeah.
My heartless point.
Where's Chuck?
I don't know. He's probably watching this. He just doesn't comment unless
Oh.
he feels that he can benefit from it somehow.
Oh, okay. Well, Chuck, Go fuck yourself.
You can quote him on that.
See you later, buddy.
Alright, see you later. Okay, where are we? An hour. Boy, you're as bad as Matt.
Hey, you're welcome.
Stephen, Oklahoma is now a two-way sanctuary state. The county I live in is a two-way sanctuary county. If the government comes in, they have a fight. That only way they will win is if they send in the brainwashed soldiers that believe it's okay to kill Americans. Good. But what did I hear that there's some libtard running for senator or something in your state? Stephen, when you get the vaccine, they make you stay there for like a half an hour to make sure that you don't die. Wow, I've had the flu vaccine and I'm out the door in 2 minutes. Mike, cheers. Cheers, Mike. Oh, back to that. It's America. If you want to inject yourself with undocumented, unproven, unsubstantiated, everything poison, you should be able to. But I'm here to tell you, the more and more and more that comes out about the jab, please do not give it to your children. If you want to stick that shit in yourself, but do not give it to our children. There is a lot coming out about cardiac problems, and that it devastates the heart, and it's hitting in young people, and it's this is undeniable. I don't give a shit what anyone wants to fucking say on that. But if you want to do it, it's America. Go for it. But I'm just putting it out there. Not only am I against it, but I don't do vaccines. I don't do the government poison. I believe that God had the plan. If God intended for us to be injecting ourselves with fucking vaccines, it would have been there. God would have said, here's the 10 Commandments and the jab. That didn't happen. I personally think the human body is more resilient than people give it the credit for. Mike, happy birthday, Matt. On Monday the 31st, have a great birthday, man. Cheers. And Matt could say happy birthday, thanks, will do. I'll go with thanks, will do. Then Scourge could probably just add a strap and screw it to the holes in one already there. Yeah, probably. I'm sure there's, some ways to. Then Scourge, do H3. H3 is a hit. H3 is a hit. Steven, hour 22 and 11. Matt sure knows the motions. Steve, I call F4. And if you're ballsy enough, you'll hit Alt plus F4 key on your keyboard. Yeah, I don't, F4. F4 is a miss. If you're ballsy enough, you'll hit Alt plus F4 on the keyboard. Yeah, I'll do that in a moment. Steven again. Speaking of that dude you hit, didn't In the Red take a dirt nap as a company? Yes. Gunwild. I just got back from vacation and the first thing I see is Matt. Why God? Why? Gunwild. I went shopping for ammo when in Arizona and their 115 grain 9mm full metal jacket ammo was going for $1 per round. I told the guy, no thanks, I'm not that desperate. No shit. You know, I've gotten quite a few people that have sent me links. Oh, you know, we got ammo. No, you're getting butt fucked. I am not going to get butt fucked. I'm not going to play their game. And I'm going to be really disappointed if when this is all over, if it turns out to be just like some gun prices. You know, after Obama had his piss flaps going and his husband, whatever, if when that was all over, why did Mosin Nagants and, say, AKs and SKSs not return to the prices that they were? Because the fucking gun industry is just a bunch of cunts. Gunwild, robbed of the outro, babe. Heading to the club. So that's where I gotta tell you what I think. I don't think much of this. A smoothie sour. I'm not really sure I overly like that combination. I'd give this a 6.5. Harmarsh, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Harmarsh. Miss 27, Brew Balmy Review Club? Yes. Gunwild, cheers, bitches. Gunwild. Miss 27, it's a burner phone. Does that mean that you're going to set it on fire, or is it going to set itself on fire? Well, hopefully, well, it's in my pocket. Hopefully neither of those are the case. Smile Money says, cheers. It's brew review time. Yes, it is. I'm going to hit the button just one time, and then I'm getting out of here. Okay, cheers, guys. More than likely see you tomorrow. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. Gonna spend the morning with Samantha. Well, actually, Samantha wants to take me and Christine out for lunch, and then my buddy Dan, who I haven't seen since 1989 or 1990. Gonna have I don't know. Maybe I'll see if he wants to do a brew review. I don't know. Dan used to be a drinker, and then I heard something that he wasn't a drinker. So Dave's not a drinker, but he was here. Cheers.